Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kelley Michelle. Welcome to Let's Talk About It with Kelley Michelle. Today's segment is called Let's Talk About It. It's when I choose a topic that I just want to simply have a conversation about. It's something that I've always just wanted to talk about or learn about or thought about. So, are you ready for today's topic? Today's topic is, why are men's sports more appealing than women's sports? It's something I've always wanted to know. So here's what I think. First, let's start with statistics. Statistically, men's sports, and I'm talking about collegiate and also pro, have a higher viewing audience. They produce more revenue, and the athletes are paid more. Of course, college athletes aren't paid, but I think they're trying to change that. But currently, right now, college athletes aren't paid, but pros, if they're men, are paid a lot more than women. And I wonder what that is, or what the reasoning is behind it, because women are extremely talented and athletic. Women have made and broken records in their various sports. Women outperform in some sports than men do, or can at least compete on the same level as men. Women are very talented in sports. So what is the appeal? Why are we drawn to men sports versus women's sports? Here are some things that I think about. For one, I feel like from a child, we are groomed, meaning society grooms us to really push females into certain activities and males into certain activities. So typically, males are pushed into sports at a young age. You think about t-ball, you think about pee-wee football, you think about baseball. Those sports are pushed on a male to start playing at a very young age. I mean, 4 and 5 years old, 2 and 3 years old. Even just watching sports at that young age, it is really ingrained in a male to participate in sports. Whereas a female, it's not necessarily pushed for us to do a traditional, I'll say traditional sport, as far as like basketball, or when I think of sports, I think of like football that's very popular. Baseball is popular, boxing, those type of sports. We are pushed to do things that do require athleticism, but those are things more like maybe like horseback riding, ballet, things to that nature. We're pushed into those type of sports. So I think that part of the appeal for men's sports is that society has pushed us, and our families have pushed us at a very young age, if we are male or if we are female, to be in either a certain type of a sport, or if we are male, pushed us to be in a sport. That is like, I don't know, maybe it's something like it shows your just masculinity. It's like maybe a rite of passage, like how good were you at sports? And not only growing up were boys pushed into sports, but they were like multi-sports. So it was like you played football, you played basketball, and you ran track. So you had such an athletic prowess at a very young age. And I think that appeal has just continued on into how we view sports and how we watch sports in the United States and probably around the world, even now. So I think that's one reason why male sports are more appealing. Now, I'm going to tell you personally why male sports are more appealing to me. I think that women athletes are amazing. And I think that sometimes they don't get the recognition and the clout that they deserve. However, I will say for me, I enjoy watching male sports. I mean, I enjoy seeing this testosterone that men are exhibiting, such a level of masculinity in playing football and playing basketball. And, you know, I don't really watch baseball, but I just love to see just, I guess, that male testosterone in action. It's appealing to me. So I just enjoy, you know, watching males kind of fight it out and battle it out. I think just to see their dominance and in some ways, for me, their athleticism. Let's talk about specifically basketball, for example. It's really appealing to me to see, you know, the tricks and skill sets that pro and collegiate male basketball players bring to the court. I mean, the type of dunks that they might do, or the trick pass that they might do, or just those type of things that women can dunk, and they can do, you know, trick passes and things like that. But it's more appealing to me to watch a male in that element as opposed to a woman. So I think for me, the second reason why I would say that male sports are watched more than female sports is just the appeal of the art of the war, I would say. Them battling it out, them fighting it out, them showing exquisite skill sets. It's so appealing. And then the final reason why I think male sports are more appealing than women's sports is because I think it's kind of going back to the first reason. We were just kind of taught that way. I think we were just kind of just taught that men are supposed to be, you know, those athletes. And it's just something about the fight and the conquest that is probably so appealing to other men. I think maybe some of it is that men enjoy watching something that they wish they could do. That's the third reason. I had to kind of get on the path to the third reason. But the third reason why I think that sports are so appealing to men, or men's sports are so appealing, is that men want to be those men. They watch someone play baseball, they watch someone play football, they watch someone play basketball, and maybe they are reliving their childhood of playing those sports and recalling their first interaction with sports, when they played t-ball, when they played basketball on a rec league, when they played flag football. They're reliving those things. So maybe the appeal for sports for men is that they're sitting at home and they're reliving that journey of playing sports themselves. Because I don't think it's just me, but when I'm watching some type of sporting event with a male, they are very enthusiastic. They become the coach. They know all the plays that should be run. They are definitely like in tune to what is going on in the game. They do not want to be disrupted. They are really intentional about watching the game. So I think that's part of the appeal. I think men really are like reliving and their glory days and really wish that they were out there on the field themselves. So those are my thoughts about why men's sports are more appealing than women's sports. But I want to hear from you. So please tell me what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section. So thanks for joining me for this segment of Let's Talk About It. Stay tuned for more segments.